In my efforts to change my current circumstances, I could be misunderstood as someone who's calloused over, numb to what I've done, as if I'm incapable of true remorse. It's not the case, but you could look at it that way. I would rather you empathize with me, put yourself in my shoes, see everything for what it is and what it isn't. But that's completely up to you.
Poppin' everybody, King Day live from the Psych ward. Y'all know what it is. I'm up in here checking my angles out, you know what I mean? Trying to gear up for the next angle I'ma hit y'all with, you know what I mean? Try to get one that be conducive to me telling this story to y'all. I watch TV, you know what I'm saying, sometimes, and I see people doing the very thing that I'm doing right now, you know what I mean, documenting their life, you know what I mean, telling a story, and of course they're sitting down and they have, like, you know what I mean, a setup to where you can appreciate, you know what I mean, the professionalism, I'll say it like that, the professionalism of them and their, you know what I mean, sharing their story via whatever technology they're using, a phone or video camera or whatever. But I don't have that. I don't have some of those. I'm not as I don't have some of those luxuries. So I gotta be a little incognito with how I do it. You know what I'm saying? And I think this is gonna be my best setup because it don't look like I'm doing anything. You know what I mean? And somebody run up on me through that door. You know what I mean? I can. You know what I mean? Move that thing real quick, slide that thing up out of the way so it's not detected. So that's what I'm doing right now, checking my angles, seeing how everything looks, see how y'all gonna be viewing me as I tell my story. You know what I'm saying? If this look a little too relaxed for you, I mean, maybe the content will hype you up. And really, that's what I want to stimulate you. I don't necessarily want you to be appreciating me and my angles for the similarities they depict. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't have to look like everybody else have it looking. You know what I'm saying? And it's probably best that way. So I think this is the view I'm gonna go with. Y'all, King Day live in the Psych ward, checking out the angles, seeing how it's gonna go. Y'all know what it is. Alright, I'ma holler at y'all. Peace. Yo, what's up, world? I go by the name of Ray Rubik's. Welcome to my life. I'm nervous right now, man. I'm live from the Psych ward. If you could hear that, that was my roommate going out of the room. You see that? That's the door in the room that I'm in. You know what I'm saying? This is the room that I'm in. You know what I mean? Live from the Psych ward, Ray Rubik's. I'm taking all kind of chances right now with this, but this is how I'm getting my storyline out there. I'm a rapper, singer, songwriter. I must add the fact that I'm a rapper because without the MCing part of my being, I wouldn't have been able to cultivate my writing and singing song abilities the way I have. 12 years ago, I had my first and only psychotic episode. The events surrounding that episode caused me to take the life of my then pregnant girlfriend. Talk about being caught off guard, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure what I just said caught you off guard, you know what I mean? I know this is a crazy world we live in. There's all kind of craziness on the internet, you know what I'm saying? Here goes some more. But I'm pretty sure you wasn't expecting me to just throw that out there like that. I just told you I took somebody's life. That's fucking crazy. Excuse my language. But me explaining this very difficult part of my life, excuse me explaining this part, you know what I'm saying, catches most people off guard. Even the mental health experts that I've been in treatment with, that I have relationships with, it's even difficult for them to wrap their minds around the severity of my mental health history and what's all entailed in that, and the current state of mind that I've been in since just after the episode that I had 12 years ago. So there I was, you know what I'm saying, living my life. Girlfriend of 2 years, pregnant with her first kid, about to be my fourth kid. We were gonna have a little girl. We were gonna name her Zoe. She was super excited. I was super excited, but at the same time, I was super stressed due to some inconsistencies that I had going on regarding my involvement in the children's lives that I had with my that I had with my ex-wife, Stacy, in my relationship. Her name was Stacy, the victim of my crime, the victim of my mental illness. Rest in peace to Stacy. I gotta say her name. Clearly, my relationship with Stacy exacerbated what was already a problematic situation between me and the ex-wife. So, all parties involved, very young. Stacy was 24, I was 28, ex-wife 26 at that time. None of us was showcasing the level of maturity that it takes to handle life when it was getting as tangled as my life was becoming at that time. I say all parties involved, me the biggest failure out of all parties. My divorce finalized 1 month before my episode. I'm breaking it down for you. That's what I'm doing right now. 1 month before my episode, my divorce finalized. The government facilitated a financial involvement in my kid's life. So my very first child support payment was due within a month. My rights to my children were being relinquished from me due to my absence in that divorce hearing. Had a lot going on. I was collecting unemployment, jobless, about to have a fourth kid, no longer have rights to my kid's life. Divorce just became final. I'm a failure, you know what I mean? I'm failing this American dream thing. What else was going on? You know what I mean? I mean, that's a lot, you know what I mean? At that time, I didn't realize that my lifestyle was impacting my mind the way it was, you know what I'm saying? I mean, because I was just in a moment, living day to day, processing life as it was going on. But now that I look back at it, you know what I mean, that was a lot for anybody to have to deal with, let alone someone with a mental condition that makes it more difficult to deal with large amounts of ongoing stress. You know what I'm saying? Let me get a sip. Everyday stress of life. There are stresses in this life that are unavoidable. Every last one of us are subject to those stressors, and these stressors mostly revolve around the idea of things like self-care and taking care of those in that you love. Shit, this is such a crazy situation. I'm live from the psych ward, people looking in the window. Can y'all hear? Y'all hear that? Look like I'm talking to myself to them. But anyway, where was I at? I'm talking about stress, you know what I mean? There's a saying, and every last one of us live this truth and can understand what is being presented in such a saying. That saying being, if it's not one thing, it's another. You know, stress comes like, it's a ton of stress in life, you know what I mean? But I need the world to understand that there's a difference between those of us that are sane and of sound mind and how we deal with our shit, you know what I mean, versus those of us who are like me, who have a predisposition of mental illness, where dealing with these stress factors can become problematic, you know what I mean, so problematic that you could take somebody's life. I mean, I'm not excusing the mentally ill to do such a thing because of being overstressed. I'm not excusing us. I'm just wanting the world to understand that there's a difference between handling that stress as a sane person and handling that stress when you're insane. I know you can't empathize to the level of being able to know exactly where I'm coming from, but you can imagine being super fearful and fear for your life, anxiety through the roof. You can imagine just being overwhelmed to the point to where you could not see your way out of your situation. Most of us have dealt with life on them terms. And that's where I was at. It's crazy, right? Everything about me now is synonymous with being a killer. My name, my life, my being, my character, my humanity, all of that is synonymous with being a killer now. And it sucks. And out of respect for her family, I don't talk about the victim a lot, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's weird for me because although it was a very short-lived 2 years and 2 months, my experiences in love with her were very real and genuine. But I certainly do neglect to share those experiences with a large majority of the people that I meet. Now, there are some exceptions. My current girlfriend, I've spoken to her a lot about Stacy, but I can't even fully divulge to her, you know what I'm saying, the extent of everything that I feel, because how weird would it be to be talking to your current girlfriend, the love of your life, about a woman that you loved and you didn't break up with her? There's no closure there. You all never got to end like a normal, you know what I'm saying, transition of your heart to another person would go, you know what I'm saying? We never got to experience that. So yeah, I don't even get to fully divulge to my current girlfriend what I have going on inside of me in regards to Stacy. And I think it just boils down to the fact that the space to talk about her that is available to me is full of non-acceptance, not denial. I mean non-acceptance, because I definitely went through that stage of grief, denial. I was like, yo, she's not there. But you know what I'm saying. If you've ever grieved if you lost someone, you know what that's like. You know what I'm saying. But yeah, the my environment is now full of scrutiny, ridicule, large doses of judgment. There's a lot of self-punishment in this situation. No one is able to fully accept what happened. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of it being my mental illness or not, that made all of this transpire. I was sweating. I had to get a towel. You know what I'm saying? To assist the matter. The hydrosis of the hands. Probably some anxiety from talking about this deep grave shit that I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? This is just crazy. But back to the scenario. So it's not only out of respect for her family that I don't talk about her, because even after getting a 7-year education on the nature of psychosis and being provided with the answers to why things transpired the way they did in my episode almost 12 years ago, even after receiving all the knowledge that I had, none of which suffice, it's never going to be sufficient enough for me to accept what I did to her. I will never accept what I did to her. And that's what makes it hard to talk about her. Because I'm the reason why she's gone, and I'll never fully be able to express how deeply sorry I am that I am the reason that she's gone. It's crazy. I can't say that I will ever fully heal from taking Stacy's life. Healing from taking someone's life is much different than any other type of healing I've ever experienced in my life, and I've experienced a range of pain throughout my life, from its most noticeable forms to the more sophisticated ways a person can be hurt. But my process now with this healing thing is so abnormal, because normally I wouldn't feel guilty for becoming better. Here I am, almost 12 years after the fact. I've been in remission for almost 12 years. I've recovered from my psychosis. I'm in recovery. I'm asymptomatic. And that's good and all, but Stacy will never be able to recover from the damage that my mental illness caused her. So I feel bad for being better. I feel bad for being okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm not okay with what happened, but I'm talking about mentally. Mentally, my mental health is sound, yo. I'm just as sane as you, your cousins, your mom, your aunt, your brother, your father, whichever members of your life that are sane. I'm just as sane as all of the members. But yeah, it's like I said, some self-punishment. I'll never be able to fully be like, okay, everything's cool now. You know what I'm saying? That's not how this is gonna go, period. Um, but yeah, it's some self-punishment. I never be able to fully be like, okay, everything's cool now. You know what I'm saying? That's not how this is gonna go, period. Um, but yeah, it's some self-punishment. I never be able to fully be like, okay, everything's cool now. You know what I'm saying? That's not how this is gonna go, period. Man, I'm sorry. But yeah, I'll never be able to heal from this. But it's not just me that's causing these issues for me. My treating setting is clearly making me feel bad for being okay, for being better, for being in remission. And we need to talk about that.
Hey yo, what's good? King Day live from the Psych ward. It is August 19, 2021. And I'ma end this first episode of Uncover the Lens with this video. Man, this is a real raw situation. I just had a treatment team. That's where I go and discuss, you know what I'm saying, my level of progress, where I am currently, my mental stability, what I have going on in this program for the last 30 days. 2 treatment teams ago, my doctor said some shit that made me write a letter. I'm gonna get this letter and I'm gonna read it to y'all, man. I gave her a copy of it earlier today. Hold up, man. Hold up. So I'm back, man. Check out this letter, man. I read this letter to her because she said I don't show remorse, and she also said this shit 5 years ago when I represented myself pro se in my county. Alright, the fool's here. Man, I'm gonna make this quick with y'all. Yeah, she also said this same shit, using that as a basis for her argument why I'm not fit for release. You know what I'm saying? So it's very personal. It's an attack. It's judgment, and I'm sick of it. She said it 2 treatment teams ago, so that was 2 months ago. She said, and I told her I was gonna write this letter, the last treatment team, but I didn't have it prepared. I had it prepared today. And this is how the letter goes. 11 years and 8 months ago, my mental illness turned life as I knew it upside down. In the aftermath of all the damage, for the first 3 years and 8 months, I processed everything that happened in my episode, all without a proper explanation. For the last 8 years, I've been here in this facility, in this program, learning what happened 12 years ago, how and why it all happened. Alright, I am still hurt by what happened. The physical impact, Stacy, the person that I knew, someone that I loved, someone that I was making plans with, somebody that I was going to raise for a child with, a little girl that I never got the chance to see. The fact that they are not ever coming back, the impact of that alone will be something that I will have to contend with forever. I do not suffer this alone. Stacy's mother, stepfather, sisters, her brother, niece and nephews and cousins, aunts and uncles, and friends all alike. Those are people that I knew. A lot of those people I spent time with and had relationships with. All of those people will always be affected because of what my mental episode made me do. For someone to think that I do not deeply regret what happened 12 years ago, this is no longer tolerable for me. After such a loss that I suffered and still suffer, for anyone to think that I'm not full of remorse, to me that is suggesting that I am okay with killing someone. That is a complete misunderstanding of the truth, and from now on, such a suggestion will be taken as an attack on my humanity. I am pleading with you to allow me the respect that I deserve. I do not want to hear any more talk about me not being remorseful for the lives lost because of the results of the psychosis that I experienced 12 years ago. I read this letter to her and I'm crying and I'm emotional about it, you know what I'm saying? And the lady, after I got done reading the letter, she said, I see you're angry. She's a foreign doctor. She has an accent. And I could not understand why this lady is, after hearing that, is still sitting here pointing out something that I'm doing wrong. So I'm like, lady, what the hell? That's all you hear? All you hear is me talking about, all you hear is anger. You are angry. I hear frustration and this is making you angry. I was like, all you ever do is point out what's wrong, what I do wrong. And I asked, I was like, what am I doing right? I said, I'm just trying to get on the same page for 8 fucking years, y'all. It'll be 8 years and 7 days that I've been in this facility. For 8 motherfucking years.
And excuse my language, but it is very justified at this point. For 8 motherfucking years, I've been trying to get on the same page with these people, seeing as how they have as much power over my life and what happens in my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get on the same page with these people and they won't allow me to. When I'm sitting here expressing to this lady the remorse that I have inside of me and the feeling that I have had for some time, and then telling me that I'm not remorseful. Them saying I'm okay with killing somebody. That's what that shit is suggesting. I'm sorry for being so hyped while I'm talking to y'all. It's just that I'm very passionate and I'm emotionally tangled up right now, man, because these motherfuckers are not they not providing me with assistance and empathy. All I ever get is this clashing. So I asked, I was like, you know what I'm saying? You quick to point out what I'm doing wrong or something that you see that's wrong in me. What do you see right? What am I doing right? The lady sat there and she was nodding her head. She had her mask on. She did that for like 60 seconds. No exaggeration. It was probably a minute and a half. And then she followed that up with, do you have anything else? I just got out and walked the fuck out of the room like, yo, bitch, I'm really done talking to you. Real life. You're not talking to me. This don't seem like a two-way street. It seemed like a one-way street. The only thing they ever gonna be seeing is this nigga who kills somebody. That's all they gonna ever see, man. They don't see this remission. They don't see this recovery. They don't see this. Again, they making me feel bad for being better. They making me feel bad, and this has been my battle since I've been here. So this is the first episode. I don't know when I'm gonna get another episode out there to y'all because I'm dealing I'm dealing with this live from the psych ward. You know what I'm saying? This is contraband. I'm not supposed to have this phone. I'm not supposed to have what I've been recording music on. I'm not supposed to have these tools that are assisting me in getting this storyline out there to y'all. So as you're checking this out, please, you know what I'm saying? Just check it out. That's all I'm trying to get you to do. Uncover the lens. Uncover the lens on what the experiences are for not just me, for people in the same shoes that I'm in. You know what I'm saying? The mental health field, it is not, you know what I'm saying, where it needs to be. And I'm not sitting here just throwing shade on a situation. I would rather provide a solution. So that is what I am attempting to do. I mean, I am attempting to get people to understand that sometimes, yeah, the mentally ill go far left, and that mental illness get the best of them, and then it causes them to do some things that are unforgivable. It causes them to hurt people, you know what I'm saying? But then there's this thing called treatment, to where a person gets better. After a person gets better, they're supposed to get back in the good graces of society, supposed to be reintegrated into society. You know what I'm saying? That's our laws. You know what I'm saying? That's mercy on me and my soul, and me and my mind, and me and my condition. But they're not allowing me to experience that, and I'm not the only one. There's so many hurdles and obstacles in the way of people in my shoes on getting our life back on track and shit. Man, they won't let a nigga get his life back on track. And if you're on the side of the fence where you agree with that being okay, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully I can chisel at your reservations. But I gotta get my lunch. As y'all heard, a couple of people telling me it's lunchtime. So very true, real, raw situation live from the psych ward. This is the ending of this episode. Uncover the lens, man. I know I look busted, but you know what I'm saying? I'm around here, quarantined, restricted to the unit. August 19, 2021. The pandemic is still very real. Delta variant fucking shit up some more. And we all dealing with life on these terms, you know what I'm saying? So stay safe. Blessings to you and yours. Namaste. And I'ma holler at y'all. King Day live from the psych ward. This is the first episode of Uncover the Lens. Check me out, Ray Rubik's. What's up? Peace.
Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. You do nothing but care for me. You always there for me. Through all that is testing me. I know. A lot of rainy days, a whole lot of painful days. I see it on your face, and I know. A light in the daylight, a light